A $3,000 sweater that mocks poverty. Factories collapsing and killing over 1,100 people. Burning unsold clothes worth millions while people freeze on the streets. Welcome to the dark side of fashion. What's up, everyone? Today, we're diving deep into the most shocking fashion brand scandals that rocked the industry. From cultural insensitivity to environmental disasters and labor exploitation, these aren't just PR nightmares. They're real-world consequences that affected millions of people. Make sure to hit that subscribe button because this is going to be wild. Let's get into it. Our first scandal comes from one of the world's most luxurious brands, Gucci. And it's a perfect example of how even billion-dollar companies can make shockingly tone-deaf mistakes. In February 2019, Gucci released a black turtleneck sweater that pulled up over the face with bright red lips outlined around the mouth opening. The price? $890. The problem? It looked exactly like blackface. Social media absolutely erupted. People were posting comparisons to historical blackface imagery, and the backlash was immediate and brutal. Celebrities like Spike Lee, T.I., and Soulja Boy called for boycotts of the brand. Gucci pulled the sweater from stores and online within 24 hours and issued an apology, calling it a mistake and claiming they never intended to cause offense. But here's the thing. How does something like this get designed, approved, manufactured, marketed, and sold without anyone in the company raising a red flag? This wasn't just about one sweater. It revealed a massive diversity problem in the fashion industry. Following the scandal, Gucci announced they would increase diversity within the company, create a long-term cultural diversity program, award scholarships for students of color in fashion, hire a global director for diversity and inclusion. But the real question is, should it have taken a scandal for them to do this in the first place? Now let's talk about the deadliest disaster in the history of the garment industry, one that changed everything about how we look at fast fashion. On April 24th, 2013, the Rana Plaza building in Dhaka, Bangladesh, collapsed. This 8-story building housed 5 garment factories that produced clothes for major Western brands. The death toll? 1,134 people. Over 2,500 were injured. But here's what makes this even more devastating. Workers had reported cracks in the building the day before. They were told to return to work anyway or lose their jobs. Many of them were making clothes for brands like Benetton, The Children's Place, and Walmart. These workers were making approximately $38 per month. Let that sink in. They were working 14 to 16-hour days in unsafe conditions, creating clothes that would sell for hundreds of dollars in Western stores while earning poverty wages. The building wasn't even supposed to be used for factories. It was only approved for shops and offices. But illegal construction had added 3 extra floors to house heavy garment machinery. This tragedy forced the world to confront the true cost of cheap fashion. It led to the Bangladesh Accord on Fire and Building Safety. Over 200 brands signing safety agreements, increased inspections of garment factories, global conversations about ethical fashion. But even today, workers in Bangladesh typically earn around $95 per month, still far from a living wage. Imagine being so obsessed with exclusivity that you'd rather burn millions of dollars worth of products than let regular people buy them at a discount. That's exactly what Burberry did. In 2018, it was revealed that Burberry had destroyed over $36.8 million worth of unsold products in just 1 year. And this wasn't a one-time thing. Over 5 years, they had destroyed more than $117 million worth of goods. We're talking about clothes, accessories, and perfumes. It's perfectly good products being burned to ashes. Why would they do this? Brand protection. Burberry claimed they destroyed products to prevent them from being sold on the gray market or counterfeited. They wanted to maintain their luxury image and didn't want their products being sold at discount prices. But environmental activists and the public were outraged. We're in a climate crisis. People are struggling to afford basic clothing, and a luxury brand is literally burning wearable items? After massive backlash, Burberry announced they would Stop destroying unsold products. End the burning of returns. Explore recycling and donating options. Work toward more sustainable production. This scandal highlighted a dirty secret of the fashion industry. Many luxury brands regularly destroy unsold inventory. Burberry just got caught. In 2018, Dolce and Gabbana managed to offend an entire nation and lost hundreds of millions in the process. D&G created a series of promotional videos for a fashion show in Shanghai, featuring a Chinese model struggling to eat Italian food with chopsticks. The videos were titled "Eating with Chopsticks" and were filled with stereotypes and condescending imagery. Chinese social media users immediately called out the videos as racist and culturally insensitive. But then things got worse. Screenshots surfaced appearing to show Instagram DMs from designer Stefano Gabbana using racist slurs and insults about China. Whether the account was hacked, as claimed, or real, the damage was catastrophic. The Shanghai fashion show, which was supposed to be a major event, was canceled. Major Chinese celebrities cut ties with the brand. E-commerce giants like Alibaba pulled D&G products. The brand essentially became persona non grata in China, one of the world's largest luxury markets. The financial impact? Industry experts estimated losses in the hundreds of millions of dollars, all because of cultural insensitivity and alleged racist remarks. Fast fashion brand Boohoo faced allegations in 2020 that workers in their UK supply chain were being paid as little as £3.50 per hour, well below minimum wage, in conditions described as modern slavery. An undercover investigation by the Sunday Times found that workers in Leicester, England, were working in dangerous conditions during the COVID-19 pandemic without social distancing or proper safety measures. Workers reported being paid £3.50 per hour, minimum wage was £8.72, no sick pay, pressure to work while ill, no proper safety equipment. During a pandemic, Boohoo's share price dropped by nearly 50% following the allegations. Major retailers like ASOS, Next, and Zalando temporarily stopped selling Boohoo products. The company commissioned an independent review which found many failings in their supply chain monitoring. They announced a £10 million investment to improve conditions and oversight. This scandal revealed that labor exploitation isn't just a problem in developing countries, it's happening in major Western nations too. The race to produce cheaper and faster fashion creates a race to the bottom in terms of worker treatment. No list of fashion scandals would be complete without talking about Shein, the ultra-fast fashion giant that's become synonymous with controversy. Where do we even start with Shein? They faced multiple scandals. 1. Labor concerns. An undercover investigation found workers doing 18-hour shifts, with 1 day off per month, earning as little as 3 cents per item produced. 2. Toxic chemicals. Tests on Shein products found some items contained toxic chemicals at levels up to 20 times higher than safety limits. 3. Design theft. Countless independent designers have accused Shein of stealing their designs. The company has been sued multiple times for copyright infringement. 4. Environmental impact. Shein adds approximately 6,000 new styles to their website daily. The environmental cost of this production model is staggering, from water usage to carbon emissions to textile waste. 5. Insensitive products. They've sold prayer mats as decorative rugs, swastika necklaces, and Muslim prayer mats as fringe trim carpets, showing a complete disregard for cultural and religious sensitivity. Despite all these scandals, Shein continues to grow, especially among young consumers. In 2022, it was valued at $100 billion. This raises serious questions about whether consumers actually care about ethical fashion or if the lure of cheap clothes is too strong. So, what have we learned from these fashion brand scandals? First, diversity matters. When companies lack diverse voices in decision-making positions, they make tone-deaf mistakes that could easily be avoided. Second, the true cost of cheap fashion is often paid by workers in dangerous conditions earning poverty wages. That $5 t-shirt has a human cost we need to acknowledge. Third, Environmental destruction and waste are built into the fashion industry's business model, and it's unsustainable. But here's some good news. These scandals have created change. They've led to safety agreements, diversity initiatives, and increased consumer awareness. More people than ever are asking where their clothes come from and who made them. What do you think about these scandals? Which ones shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more content about ethical fashion and industry controversies, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.